equations. Trigonometric equations means how to solve the trigonometric equations. We know that sin theta equal to 0 means when do sin become 0? Theta equal to 0 we will usually say. But there are many values when do sin becomes 0. Sin 0 0 and the graph like this. If you draw the sketch, the graph of the sin theta is like this. Means this is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, this is 3 pi and so on. So every multiple of pi sin is 0 if you observe. On this side also. So every integral multiple of pi sin is becoming 0. Now maximum value of sin is plus 1 you know. This is 1. And minimum value of sin is we know minus 1. This is minus 1. And in between many values will be there. I am just taking 0.5 for your convenience. This is 1 by 2. So if you observe, sin is becoming 0 at many values. Means all the multiples of pi it is becoming 0. And the graph if you observe it is becoming 0 at all the multiples of pi. It is either positive or negative. So instead of writing all these values, we can't say only 0, we can't say only 180. Many values are there. So to write all this, simply I'll write theta equal to n pi. Means where n is an integer. So n belongs to z. Means it is an integral multiple of pi. 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. Every pi sin is becoming 0 below from the graph. So this is simply about sin theta equal to 0. Automatically it becomes theta equal to n pi. Similarly, if I take the cos theta equal to 0 graph, so what happens? If you observe the graph, 0, at 0 cos is 1 and cos graph is same like sin except it is starting from 0, at 0 cos is becoming 1. This value is 1 and this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, this is 5 pi by 2 and so on. So what I want to say is this is minus pi by 2 and so on. So what I want to say is for cos graph if you observe, this is 0 at all the multiples, odd multiples of pi by 2, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 and so on. So if cos theta equal to 0, general solution is theta equal to 2n plus 1, odd multiples, even plus 1 gives you odd. So 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 we can. Or using sin you can derive the cos. Cos theta is nothing but sin 90 minus theta. So pi by 2 minus x. I will write as x minus pi by 2 or pi by 2 minus x, your choice, is equal to 0. So sin cos theta I am writing it as sin 90 minus theta equal to 0 minus 0 only. So nothing will happen. That's why I am writing cos of x minus pi by 2. Now it is 0 means according to the general solution of sin, x minus pi by 2 equal to n pi implies x equal to n pi plus pi by 2. If I take pi by 2 common from this, so this becomes 2n plus 1 only. I am taking LCM as 2 and pi by 2 common. So here only n is there, no pi by 2, n pi. So I am taking pi by 2 means this becomes 2n plus 1. So odd multiples of pi by 2 we are getting. So this is one another way of deriving sin 0. And using these two, you can derive tan automatically. If sin is 0, tan automatically 0. Means if tan theta equal to 0, then theta equal to simply I can write n pi. Theta equal to n pi. So sin theta is 0 means general solution is theta equal to n pi. Tan theta 0 also theta equal to n pi. Cos theta 0 means theta equal to odd multiples of pi by 2. 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Now we discussed sin theta equal to sin 0 in this graph. Now if it is sin theta equal to sin alpha, if it is sin theta equal to sin alpha, what will be the general solution? What will be the general solution? Graph is same. If you observe, if for example I am taking sin theta equal to 1 by 2 or 0.5. When do sin becomes 0.5? At many points on this graph. everywhere. This is 1 by 2 only, 0.5. This is also 1 by 2, 0.5 only. This also. There are many values, separately many values. So how to find all those values? How to derive that? We will discuss now. This is, we will go for the principal value from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. From minus pi by 2, this is plus pi by 2. And this is minus pi by 2. We know that sine is 1 1 between 1 1 and 2 means bisective between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then only we can find inverse. So sin theta equal to sin alpha means theta equal to sin inverse of sin alpha. So it should be bisective first. So we will go for the principal value. Principal value means theta must lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So first we will find the principal value. Theta or alpha both are same. So alpha lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. We will find the principal value first. So 1 by 2 I can write is sin 30 degrees or pi by 6. So this is the pi by 6 is the principal value lying between minus pi by 2 to. So this becomes sin theta equal to half is equal to sin of pi by 2, pi by 6 I can write. Sin of pi by 6 I can write. This is principal value means theta equal to pi by 6. So what will be the general solution? So that general solution not only for pi by 6, this is pi by 6, but this is 5 pi by 6. Like this there are many values to satisfy the condition, and this side also minus pi by 6, minus pi by 6, many values will be there. So to solve this, instead of finding every time drawing graph and finding all these values, we will go for the general solution. How to derive the general solution? Sin theta equal to sin alpha means I can bring that to this side, become sin theta minus sin alpha equal to 0. Sin theta minus sin alpha equal to 0. Now sin c minus sin d, I know the formula. 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Cos theta 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So either this part is 0 or this part is 0. Total value 0 means. So cos of theta plus alpha by 2 equal to 0 or sin of theta minus alpha by 2 equal to 0. Now we know general solution of cos when it is becoming 0. At 0 we know the general solution. We will go for that. So theta plus alpha by 2 equal to general solution of cos, what we know is odd multiples of pi by 2. Cos becomes 0 at odd multiples of pi by 2, already discussed it. That becomes 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Now if I bring 2 to that side, what happens? Theta equal to theta plus alpha equal to right. Theta plus alpha equal to 2 goes to that side, 2 cancel, becomes 2n plus 1 into pi. Means all the odd multiples of pi. Now alpha goes to that side, theta equal to 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha. Minus alpha. 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha. I am coming to this. Theta sin is 0. When do sin become 0? Just now only we discussed it. This is n pi. So general solution of sin 0 is n pi. So theta minus alpha equal to 2n pi. Means theta equal to 2n pi plus alpha. 2n pi plus alpha. If you observe now, 2n plus 1 is odd multiples of pi. If you get, you need to get minus alpha. Even 2n pi means even multiples of pi. Even multiples. So combine both, it becomes multiples of pi plus or minus alpha. You need to get at odd multiples, you need to get minus alpha. At even multiples, you need to get plus alpha. So combining both, can I write like this? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. So if I take n equal to 1, this is odd multiple of pi, automatically minus alpha. If I take n equal to 2, even multiple, 2 pi minus 1 whole square plus alpha. Like again 3 pi minus alpha. 4 pi plus alpha. So I am getting that only. Instead of writing two solutions, combining both, I can write general solution of sin is theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. So general solution of theta I am writing now. Theta sin theta I am writing theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. Gives the general solution of sin. Similarly, we can prove for cos theta equal to cos alpha. Like sin theta equal to sin alpha. The general solution of cos theta equal to cos alpha. Here alpha lie between or theta lie between 0 to pi. Because the principal value of cos lie between domain of cos is 0 to pi. So it should lie between to become a bijection. Domain of cos is 0 to pi. Like sin should be bijection minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cos domain is 0 to pi. If cos theta equal to cos alpha, theta belongs to 0 to pi or alpha belongs to 0 to pi, doesn't matter. The general solution of cos theta minus cos alpha equal to 0. Now this is cos c minus cos d. 2 minus 2 sin c plus d by 2. Theta plus alpha by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. Theta minus alpha by 2 equal to 0. So either this is 0 or this is 0. If the first one is 0, sin of theta plus alpha by 2 equal to 0. According to general solution of sin theta is 0. Theta plus alpha by 2 equal to n pi. Now 2 goes to the side. Theta plus alpha equal to 2n pi. Means theta equal to 2n pi minus alpha. Or coming to this point. Or either this is 0 or this is 0. This is sin of theta minus alpha by 2 equal to 0. So same general solution of sin 0 we know n pi. So theta minus alpha by 2 equal to n pi. 2 goes to that side. Theta minus alpha equal to 2n pi. Theta equal to 2n pi plus alpha. Means both are even multiples of pi only. 2n pi, 2n pi. But this plus alpha, this minus alpha. Therefore, combining the two, I can write general solution of cos is theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. General solution of cos is theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. This is how we will prove cos theta equal to cos alpha general solution. Theta equal to 2n pi alpha. Next, general solution of tan. Similarly, we can prove for tan also. Tan theta equal to tan alpha, where theta lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Tan theta equal to tan alpha. General solution I can write instead of tan, I can write sin theta by cos theta. And sin alpha, tan alpha as sin alpha by cos alpha. Cross multiplying. Sin theta cos alpha equal to cos theta sin alpha. Bringing all to one side, this becomes sin theta cos alpha minus cos theta sin alpha equal to 0. Now this is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, sin of A minus B. Theta minus alpha equal to 0. Now we know general solution of sin is 0, n pi. So theta minus alpha equal to n pi. So theta equal to n pi plus alpha. So general solution of tan is theta equal to n pi plus alpha. Theta equal to n pi plus alpha. And we know the general solution of sin square theta equal to sin square alpha. First find theta equal to principal value. Then general solution is theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. Same for cos theta. Cos square theta equal to cos square alpha implies theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. Same tan square theta equal to tan square alpha implies theta equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. So for any square, sin square, cos square, tan square, general solution is same 2n pi, n pi plus or minus alpha. N pi plus or minus alpha. If it is a combination of two ratios, for example, like sin theta equal to sin alpha and cos theta equal to cos alpha or tan theta equal to tan alpha, like this there are two solutions. first find the principal value of both, combined value. Like if it is in second quadrant, this is in third quadrant, like combined, this is in second quadrant. This is positive, this is negative, make all into one quadrant, like then find the general principal value. General solution is theta equal to 2n pi plus alpha. If it is a combination of any two ratios, alpha is principal value of the both and theta equal to 2n pi plus alpha, like. For example, sin theta equal to root 3 by 2 and cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2. Like this if it is. If you observe that sin is positive, cos is negative, means it should be in the second quadrant. Both should be in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant we will find the alpha value, principal value, then we will go for that line. So what should be the principal value of theta? Here this is cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2. So theta is 120 degrees. Theta is 120 degrees. Here also you can make root 3 by 2 means it can be in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant side positive. First quadrant means it is root 3 by 2 is 60 degrees. Second quadrant 180 minus 60, 120 degrees. Now both the angles made equal. Now from here I can go for the general solution. Theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus 120 or 2 pi by 3. And one more different way of solving the equation like this: a sin theta plus b cos theta equal to c. If the equation is like this, there are two ways of solving this equation. One is converting in terms of tan, sin 2 theta in terms of tan formula. 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 plus tan square. 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square. Then finding the roots of that. Quadratic in tan, then finding the roots. That is one way. Another way what I told is, divide the whole equation by root of a square plus b square. Divide the whole equation by root of a square plus b square. Why? What happens? We already discussed in IB. This is a by root of a square plus b square into sin theta plus b by root of a square plus b square into cos theta equal to c by root of a square plus b square. So, if you take this is some angle alpha. Now, this is some b, this is some a. So, adjacent side you can take it as a and opposite side you can take it as b. Or this is a, this is b, that doesn't matter. This is automatically Pythagoras theorem root of a square plus b square. So, from this triangle what can I write? Sin alpha equal to b by root of a square plus b square and cos alpha equal to, or we can do one thing. This is a, this is b. Your choice of taking, it doesn't matter. This is a by root of a square plus b square and cos alpha equal to b by root of a square plus b square. What happens? So this is, I can write as a by root of a square plus b square as sin alpha into sin theta, and this is cos alpha into cos theta equal to c by root of a square plus b square as it is. Now what happens is, this value, this is sin cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, means cos of a minus b formula. So cos of theta minus alpha equal to c by root of a square plus b square, c by root of a square plus b square. This is cos inverse of some value, whatever may be. So this value always lie between 0 and 1 only, because this is cos theta, must lie between 0 and 1. So c by root of a square plus b square lie between, sorry, minus 1 to plus 1. So automatically c must lie between minus root of a square plus b square to plus root of a square plus b square. Here c must lie between minus root of a square plus b square to plus root of a square plus b square, because this whole value, this is some cos theta, always lie between minus 1 to plus 1. So like this you will get. If it is c is beyond that or beyond this, there is no solution for the equation, first and foremost thing. C must always lie between these two. If it is not in between these two, then there is no solution for this type of equation because it should be either cos theta or sin theta. If I take this b by, then you will get sin of theta plus alpha. If you take a by, then you will get cos of theta minus alpha. Sin theta, cos theta, both lie between -1 to +1 only. So that's why this C always lie between this. So this only I can write like this also. Mod C is less than or equal to root of a square plus b square. Instead of writing this and this. So anyhow, this is some theta value. Cos goes to that side, we will get some value. So theta minus alpha equal to cos inverse of that value. Then general solution will write. So this is another way of solving the equation of this type. Now we will discuss some of the answer questions and JEE questions in this chapter. If tan theta plus secant theta equal to √3, then the principal value of theta plus pi by 6 is just. Tan theta I can write as sin theta by cos theta plus sec theta 1 by cos theta equal to √3 is given. If I take LCM as cos theta, then this becomes sin theta plus 1 equal to √3 cos theta. √3 cos theta. Now minus √3 cos theta, let sin theta to that side becomes √3 cos theta minus sin theta equal to 1. And bringing sin theta to this side becomes √3 cos theta minus sin theta equal to 1. Now what I told this is like a sin theta plus b cos theta equal to C form. Means I told you divide with root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square means root of √3 square 3 plus -1 square 1 √4 means 2. Divide by 2 on both sides. So becomes √3 by 2 cos theta minus 1 by 2 sin theta equal to 1 by 2. Now √3 by 2 I can write as cos 30 degrees or pi by 6 into cos theta minus sin 30 degrees 1 by 2. So sin pi by 6 into sin theta equal to 1 by 2. Now this is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B means cos of A plus B formula. Cos of A plus B means cos of theta plus pi by 6 equal to, when do cos becomes 1 by 2? Becomes 60 degrees. So the principal value of pi by 6, theta plus pi by 6 is 60 degrees, pi by 3. So our answer is B. I am writing tan theta is sin theta by cos theta and secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Taking LCM onto that side, so sin theta plus 1 equal to √3 cos theta. Now sin theta to that side, √3 cos theta minus sin theta equal to 1. After that, this is in the form of a cos theta plus b sin theta equal to C. Whenever if you come across this type of solution, I told you divide with root of a square plus b square. That is root of 4 means 2. So √3 by 2 cos theta minus 1 by 2 sin theta equal to 1 by 2 because I am dividing by 2. Now √3 by 2 I can write as cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees and cos theta minus 1 by 2 is sin 30 and sin theta equal to 1 by 2. Now this is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos of A plus B means theta plus pi by 6 equal to, when do cos becomes 1 by 2? Cos 60 degrees. So theta plus pi by 6 equal to 60 degrees. Theta plus pi by 6 equal to 60 degrees, pi by 3. So our general solution is theta plus pi by 6 equal to 2n pi plus r minus pi by 3. But he is asking only principal value, that is pi by 3. So option B is our answer. Now second question. √3 sin x plus cos x equal to 4 has only one solution, two solutions, definitely many solutions, no solution. Given in MCET 2003 means same sum given in 2000 and 2003. There tan x secant x converted into sin and cos. This is directly sin and cos. A sin theta plus b cos theta. So always divide by root of a square plus b square I told. But here what is root of a square? 3 square. 3 plus 1 square 1 √4 equal to 2. Now this is root of a square plus b square. What I told is C must lie between minus root of a square plus b square to plus root of a square plus b square I told. C must lie between these two values I told. But here we are getting C is 4. 4 is more than 2. 4 is more than 2. But we need less than. C value must be less than these two always. Because sine, if you divide this 4 by 2, if you do, what happens will see. Directly here c is more than root of a square plus b square. It should be less, then only solution. Otherwise no solution, I told. Answer is D. We will do what happens. Divide with root of a square plus b square. Root 3 by 2 sin x plus 1 by 2 cos x equal to 4 by 2. If I divide by 2. So this becomes 2. Now root 3 by 2 is sin 60 degrees or cos 30 degrees. Your choice of writing. Into sin x plus this is cos 60 degrees into cos x equal to 2. Now cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos of A minus B means x minus 60 or 60 minus x, it doesn't matter. But cos theta is always lie between minus 1 to plus 1, we know. So this is equal to 2 is not at all possible because it is always equal to minus 1 to in between minus 1 to plus 1. But it's becoming 2 is impossible. So no solution. Instead of doing all, simply check C value. If C is less than this or lie between these two, then only equation have solution. You do this procedure. If C is more than this, here itself you can say no solution. Instead of doing then finding. The solution set of 5 plus 4 cos theta into 2 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0 in the interval of 0 to 2 pi. Is asking only in the interval 0 to 2 pi. First of all, this is equal to 0 means either this part is 0 or this part is 0. Means 5 plus 4 cos theta equal to 0 or 2 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. Cos theta must lie between minus 1 to plus 1. Means this is not possible. This is not possible. What do you get? This is cos theta. If I take minus 1 to plus 1, cos theta equal to minus pi by 4, more than less than minus 1. So not possible. Coming to this, 2 cos theta equal to minus 1 and cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2. This is lying between minus 1 to plus 1. So this is possible. Now when do cos becomes minus 1 by 2? 120 degrees means theta, principal value is theta is equal to 2 pi by 3. Therefore, general solution if I want general solution, theta equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, 2n pi plus or minus 2 pi by 3. Where n belongs to z we know. If n is 0, what happens? This becomes 0 plus or minus 2 pi by 3. So one value is 2 pi by 3. Or minus 2 pi by 3, but all are positive options are in. So this is 2 pi by 3. R is asking between 0 to 2 pi, so there is no negative, only 0 to 2 pi values. If n equal to 0, I got 2 pi by 3. If n equal to 1, what do I get? 2 pi plus or minus 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi plus or minus 2 pi by 3. So what happens? LCM, if I take plus, LCM is 3. 6 pi minus 2 pi, 4 pi by 3. So 6 pi plus 2 pi, 8 pi by 3. And if I take minus, that is 4 pi by 3. If I am taking 2 pi minus 2 pi by 3, 6 pi minus 2 pi becomes 4 pi by 3. Next, if I take plus 2 pi by 3, 6 plus 2, 8 pi by 3. 8 pi by 3 is more than 2 pi, so this is not possible. So only solution is 2 pi by 3 comma 4 pi by 3. In between 0 to 2 pi only is asking. If I take n equal to 3, this is more than 2 pi. So I need only up to 2 pi. So the general solution is 2 pi by 3 comma 4 pi by 3. Option C. Option C is our answer. 2x equal to root 2 plus 1 into cos x minus 1 by root 2 is given. So cos 2x, first of all I can write as 2 cos square x minus 1. 2 cos square x minus 1 equal to, if I open the bracket, this is root 2 plus 1 into cos x, that is root 2 cos x plus 1 cos x minus root 2 into 1 by root 2 becomes minus 1 minus 1 by root 2. So if I take root 2 LCM, this becomes, and root 2 to this side, what happens? So root 2 cos square x, and this -1 I can cancel on both sides. 2 root 2 cos square x equal to, this becomes root 2 into root 2, 2 cos x, 2 cos x, and this is root 2 cos x minus 1. So bringing all to one side, 2 root 2 cos square x minus 2 cos x minus root 2 cos x plus 1 equal to 0. Plus 1 equal to 0. From these two, if I take 2 cos x common, if I take 2 cos x common, so what happens? I can take 2 cos x common, left out is root 2 cos x, root 2 cos x minus 1. And here if I take minus 1 common, root 2 cos x minus 1 equal to 0. Now this becomes 2 cos x minus 1 into root 2 cos x minus 1 equal to 0. And one more thing given here is where cos x not equal to 1 by 2. Till this you understood, I think. Now this is either cos x equal to 1 by 2, either this is 0 or this is 0. If this is 0, cos x equal to 1 by 2. He is saying this is not equal to 1 by 2. So you should take cos x equal to 1 by root 2. Cos x equal to 1 by root 2 implies when 2 cos becomes 1 by root 2, 45 degrees or pi by 4. So general solution is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4. General solution is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4. So our option is D. Option D. 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4.